Okay, this is IGN's review on Embark's Arc Raiders. Now I'm a little late to the party. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen a lot of people review this specific video right here, and a lot of people have a lot of choice things to say about it. I figured I'd put my input on it, but I didn't want to do so until I actually played the game. Now I've been following the game since the last tech test that they've had, and I've been following it pretty closely. So I'm pretty well informed on the game, but I didn't want to give my opinion until I actually played the game. I played the server slam that was released on the 3 days last weekend. Now that was only like 10% of the game, so I can't give my honest full opinion on the game. But I'm gonna go ahead and watch this and see what he has to say, and we're just gonna react to it.
Arc Raiders is blisteringly, aggressively archetypical, the extractionist extraction shooter that ever extracted. It's one of the least surprising games I've ever played, holding so much in common with its inspirations they're almost comically indistinguishable. For preview purposes, this is a very good thing. If you enjoy other games about scavenging goods while avoiding PvE foes and robbing PvP humans, you're probably going to like Arc Raiders. If you don't, then there's likely nothing new here to tempt you. This is a game so
Okay, first off,
unabashedly tied to its
a lot of thing I've been, a lot of things I've been seeing people talk about. The quality of this recording is just abhorrent. Like absolute, this is not like IGN should have way better quality of recording than this. If you're going to be reviewing games and trying to give games, put games out there into the light, you want to give them as they are to be shown, not this downplayed pixelated piece of garbage. You want to actually show the game for what it is. Arc Raiders is beautiful. I've played Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders is gorgeous. Looks nothing like this. You wouldn't be able to tell. You would literally be none the wiser if you watch this without seeing Arc Raiders. This looks like trash. I would not want to play this game. This looks like
progenitors.
trash.
That the hero's default melee weapon is a pickaxe, the same weapon Fortnite metaverse heroes dropping off of battle.
And I think this is just ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. Because, yeah, first of all, yeah, okay, you can make the correlation between a pickaxe. Sure, you carry a pickaxe around. But the pickaxe in Fortnite is used to gather and harvest materials. Like, you are breaking down buildings with your pickaxe. You're not breaking into, lockers and stuff. Like, that is mainly what the pickaxe is used for in Arc Raiders, is breaking into lockers and breaking into storage containers, breaking open doors, stuff like that. Not even breaking, just, prying open stuff. So to make the correlation between a Fortnite pickaxe and an Arc Raiders pickaxe is honestly just, it's honestly just stupid.
Buses lug into combat. That's a cute enough homage, but it's only the tip of the iceberg for the ways Arc Raiders will be instantly comprehensible for those who play Battle Royale, tree punching survival games, or extraction. There's very little that feels truly original, but the components bolted together from other successful live service games click predictably and produce a satisfying result. The goal each round is simple. Go to the surface and then get back underground alive with better loot than you started with. Two forces stand in the way of that goal. The first are the Ark, AI-controlled battle robots that wander the map searching for any sign of organic life. The Ark are no trifling threat. Even the smallest bots can prove surprisingly dangerous, especially in groups. The little spider-like scurriers are downright upsetting for an arachnophobe like me, and the large crawlers do not mess around. Ark wander the map listening for the sounds of
I'm sorry, these spiders? These spiders with 6 legs? That's not even a spider. That's actually nothing like a spider. Like, yeah, it has more legs than 4, but I wouldn't consider that a spider. What are they called in the game? If they're called spiders in the game, I look stupid right now. But I'm pretty sure they're not. Yeah, I can understand arachnophobia, but I don't know.
and the large crawlers do not mess around.
No, those guys do
Ark
not mess
wander the
around
map
whatsoever.
listening for the sounds of search or battle and swarm any humans they find. The Ark are especially dangerous in numbers, and there are plenty of subtle little traps set where clusters of different Ark with complementary abilities are placed near one another, sometimes hidden in indoor areas where one could literally trip into them.
I'm
I
sorry,
met
what are
my
you
fate
even
more
doing
than
here?
once when I got overconfident around Ark. One crawling monstrosity literally
I'm sorry, but if you're gonna make a review on the game, you should be able to
hidden in
play the
indoor
game.
areas where one could literally trip into them. I met my fate more than once when I got overconfident around Ark. One crawling monstrosity literally spun into the air with its legs like some kind of cyclops spider helicopter. Take down an arc, though, and the rewards can be worth your trouble. They generally contain ammo and weapon components. The second and more deadly threat are your fellow raiders. If you choose to play Arc Raiders, you best enjoy watching your back, because to quote Casablanca,
"This place is full of vultures, vultures everywhere."
It's often more efficient to fall upon a fully loaded player who isn't paying attention than to risk a half hour of bracing open doors in a nearby warehouse, or to lurk near an extraction point and cut somebody down when they're about to escape. Of course, every other raider is likely looking to do the same to you. Combat is competent enough to...
Sure, camping by an extraction can be a viable way to obtain resources. Like, you're gonna run into plenty of people who are going to do that. That's just part of an extraction game. But I don't think, like, genuinely, if you were to buy this game for $40, I don't think you're going to be sitting by the extraction every single game. That would just take the enjoyment out of the game. Like, the enjoyment of Arc Raiders is the looting. It is the combat. It is the environment. And to stay in one spot the entire time, just stay there and, like, camp. You know, obviously some people will be doing that, but I'm not gonna buy a $40 game to go camp by an extraction.
be satisfying. Your third-person avatar moves and controls like most other third-person
You'd be surprised, though. There are people who do that.
avatars in modern shooters, with no real irregularities or surprises in the controls. Bullets mostly go where you want them to, depending on the capabilities of your chosen weapon, and melee attack power is substantial. Firearms feel right, SMGs are springy and difficult to control, assault rifles steady and heavy, sniper rifles punch like artillery. Playing in teams of 3 adds a bit of depth to the battle, as you and your companions can search and cover for each other much more systematically than is possible with a single raider. Firefights between teams develop a sense of strategy, as coordinating squads deploy flanking tactics and ambushes against groups of foes. Whether calling out directions, overhearing sounds, or covering all windows in a room, your 3-person squad will find plenty of tension waiting in most buildings. Cleverly designed maps draw the characters in. The most lucrative resource hubs are clearly marked, and players flock to the richest areas looking for food, or hover between the treasures and the extraction areas, waiting to dispossess the luckiest foragers of their well-worn games. The environments are passable, with the usual collection of rusty warehouses, abandoned apartment buildings, and overgrown vacant lots you'll find in a lot of post-apocalyptic shooters. Everything is serviceable, but it all kind of feels like they gave Fortnite a coat of DayZ grime and moved on. It's a boring enough world that certainly took me out of any chance of getting into the lore.
I almost don't understand the logic behind that statement. Like, is it because it's third person? Like, I understand that the third person aspect has been throwing a lot of people off about this game. And a lot of people have been very vocal about the third person, aspect of this game. I can't see any other correlation between Fortnite and this besides the fact that you are third person and maybe have a pickaxe. Everything besides that, it's a totally different game. You're not dropping from the sky anywhere. You're not building 10 flights into the air to snipe somebody. Like, this is, yes, it's maybe, some people can consider it a battle royale, whatever you want to say. It's not necessarily a battle royale. I find myself trying to stay away from other people more than I do anything else, and it's not last man standing. It's, you have an objective. You go in, you loot up. PvP is optional. I mean, if you're getting into a fight with somebody and you've got caught off guard, it's unfortunate for you. You're gonna have to fight your way out of it. But PvP is optional to its most extent, to a good extent. Excuse my English. So, to say that it's more of a battle royale shooter and more of a Fortnite reskin is honestly kind of ignorant.
I don't really think lore is the big draw here anyway. Arc Raiders is meatloaf without much plate presentation. But the meatloaf is tasty, if a little cold. Every drawer and cabinet is a potential source of wealth: crafting components, ammunition, shields, healing items, and weapons. Ammunition is properly segmented enough to keep you hungry as you scavenge and construct guns. Light, medium, heavy, and shotgun ammo variants are available early to locate in the overworld, craft in your lair, or purchase underground. Materials have the usual predictable levels of rarity corresponding to color, with certain colors granting you the ability to develop more useful or rare items. A single special pocket in your inventory allows you to keep one discovered item safe, even on the event of your death, so that you can haul your rarest finds home, even when you die. Some contenders
This dude is shameless in posting his like worst possible clips ever. Like I genuinely, if I died half these ways, I wouldn't let them see the light of day. I would not let these clips see the light of day. You're not gonna have fun with a game if you're not giving it your best. Like if you're not good at the game and you're not even that you have to be good at the game. It's not even that, because I'm not gonna say you have to be good at the game to enjoy it. It's more so if you don't know what you're doing in the game and you don't even like understand the basis of an extraction shooter, yeah, you're gonna play bad. Yeah, you're not gonna have fun. And yeah, you're probably gonna write a crappy review.
take time to open and generate quite a bit of noise when manipulated, which is a delightful tension-raising mechanic that I really appreciated. Opening one of these was
That is
especially
always fun.
harrowing when playing solo. You can really feel the vulnerability with your camera locked forward, not knowing what passing robot or player might discover you as you make an ugly racket jimmying a door. You spend your time between rounds underground, where you convert your ill-gotten gains to an ever-escalating series of crafting tables, allowing for the creation of ever more elaborate gear. You can also choose to straight liquidate materials and finds for cash, and purchase fully crafted items at in-game stores. There's also some part of crafting that involves a live rooster. I never figured that part out. As you explore the world above, you
Bro, this tells me that he did not play the game. That right there tells me that he did not play the game. He said, I'm sorry, go back. Oh, I'm on my volume, jeez.
gain experience
Go back real quick.
and purchase fully crafted items at in-game stores. There's also some part of crafting that involves a live rooster.
There's also some part of crafting that involves a live rooster.
I never figured that part
I
out.
never figured that part out. There is nothing crafting wise that involves the rooster besides getting the materials for crafting. You do not need to do anything for the rooster or whatever, or with the rooster besides claim his materials and level him up. And it looks like he already did that. Level 1. Well, maybe not. I don't know how it was in the tech test, but in the server slam you weren't able to level him up. But still, all you have to do is claim the supplies from the chicken. He gives you free supplies, and not understanding that basic game mechanic just shows me that he genuinely did not play the game whatsoever.
As you explore the world above, you gain experience, which opens up across a series of skill trees. Selecting various branches can help you optimize your avatar to your playstyle, increasing combat ability, mobility, or stealth.
What on earth just happened? Sorry? Continue?
The different abilities are clearly labeled, and most are useful enough that every step feels like
I don't know
real
if y'all saw that
progress.
on
Character design
stream, but my thing just went crazy.
default options is pretty rough.
Or heard
But a
that.
number of better textures and outfits open up when you apply premium currency. I deliberately made my guy look as bleak and sad as possible using only default options, but my multiplayer partner had the Souls Easy top man with no name vibe going on, and I was envious.
Bro, he's genuinely just saying that he went for the saddest, most like boring approach to this game and still wanted to make a review on it.
Arc Raiders previews pretty well, perhaps because its design conservatism makes it so instantly familiar. There's nothing here to challenge what came before, but sometimes that's okay. Overall, the Arc Raiders loop seems pretty well tuned to satisfy. Make it to the surface to loot and kill, bring your goods and experience back underground to improve your abilities, head back up stronger to find stronger gear, and repeat. There are worse ways to spend an afternoon. For more previews of the biggest upcoming games, don't miss our latest hands-on looks at Dune, Awakening, and Marathon. And for everything else in the world of video games, stick with IGN.
All right, well, I would hate for this guy to lose his job, but genuinely he needs to get better at it. He needs to at least play the game for more than 5 minutes and, maybe understand what game he's going into before he starts playing it. I don't understand what IGN was doing greenlighting this video. That's like actually I understand why everybody was going crazy over it. It's honestly just an ignorant piece of trash that IGN allowed him to produce. Like there's almost no correlation with what he's saying and the actual gameplay. Like yes, when you get down to it, he understands the basic mechanics, but the way that those mechanics function and the way that he experienced those mechanics was his experience, and it was a bad experience because he doesn't know how to play the game, or he was going to the game with a different mindset of what the game would be. So yeah, unfortunate for him, he didn't get the best of what this game has to offer, and he ended up producing a very distasteful review that did not age very well. But best to him for real. I don't understand a word he said in this. about Arc Raiders. I love the game, and I'm not defending it just because I love it. I genuinely just didn't understand why he didn't like it, besides the fact that he just had a bad time with it, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I wanted to get my opinion out on this video. I've seen a lot of people go over it, so I appreciate y'all watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace.